What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this little 2 or 3 episode course, we'll create this decent robot in Blender, which will include the modeling, texturing, camera setting and lighting sections. But before that, wait here a bit and give it a like because it will help the channel to grow a lot. So let's jump to the Blender and start modeling. First of all, let's bring our reference image, which I found it from Pinterest.com. You can drag your mouse here and click and drag from that point up to here a little bit, and let's change this window to image editor, and from the image then we can open up our reference image. This is our reference image, and for this video we'll create this part, this section, and the neck part, and also below neck part, and these parts, this one and the leg parts, and also this part would be included on the next video. So let's clean this first, and there we go. Let's start modeling from the head part. Select this default cube and press G, Z and 1 to bring it a little bit higher. We need to scale it on this face. Let's tap in to go to edit mode, select this face, scale it up a little bit, and select the lower face and scale it down a bit, just a bit. It should be slight, not so much. We can scale it a little bit to create this shape and bring it a little bit higher as well. And for now we should add this eye part and also this hole here. For that we're going to work on the boolean modifier, so we should add a cylinder. For that, bring a cylinder, press shift A, and on the mesh part you can bring a cylinder. I'm gonna leave it like this because it's good for us. Let's rotate it 90 degrees on x-axis, then press 1 to go to front orthographic view, bring it higher on the z-axis, scale it down up to this point I suppose, and press 3 to go to side orthographic view, bring it a little bit to the front of this head part. And when you're satisfied with the shape we can rotate it, but for now I'm gonna add this little part as well. After that I'm gonna rotate the whole of the shape together. So press tab again to go to edit mode and press 1 to go to front orthographic view. Take a copy of this one, shift A, and bring it here. We can scale it down. I think it is good for now. We can bring it a little bit near to this part as well. And now press 3 to go to side orthographic view. Bring the shape near to the eye part like this. And you can toggle between solid view and the X-ray view with Alt Z. And I'm gonna select this face and press G and Y to bring it lower a bit. And also we can select all of these edges and press G and Y to bring them a little bit more on that axis, just like that. And then press Alt Z again to go to solid view, then tab out to go to object mode. And now we can apply the scale, hold Ctrl A and scale, just like that. So press 3 and rotate it a little bit, just like that, to have a suitable angle as the front part of the head has. And bring it a little bit backwards, just like that. I think it is good. And now we can select the head part and come to the modifiers tab and add a modifier, and I'm gonna add a boolean modifier. And for the object we can choose the eyedropper tool and select this object. And now if I hide this, you can see that we have this hole in our shape. Let's unhide it by Alt H. Select this object and press F2 to rename it. I'm gonna call it eye. And then select the main shape with this one selected. Press Ctrl P and object to parent the eye hole to our robot itself. In that case we can move it easily and without any interruption and other things. So we can select this one and press tab to go to edit mode, and we can select this face, take a copy of this one and press P, then selection to separate this part as a new object. And also for this one we can do the same here. We can shift D and right click to cancel the movement, then P and selection to separate it from that part, and also select this one again. And in that case, we can select this loop cut by holding Alt and select it, and take a copy of this one as well, and select P, then selection to separate this as well. So select the main shape, the I1, and press H to hide it. And now we can work on these parts separately. So first of all, I'm gonna select this one and work on this. Select this face here and press 2 to go to edge selection mode, and press X. And from here you can select only faces to delete the face, and the edges would be still remaining here. Now we can press A to select all of the edges, and now we can press Ctrl F, then grid fill to fill it like this. Then press tab again to go to object view and press 3 and bring it a little bit backwards on the y-axis, just like that, and bring it a little bit higher. And we can also scale it a bit, but you see that it's scaling towards a wrong direction because its pivot point is in here. We can right click, then set origin and origin to geometry, and in that case it will be corrected and fixed. So I think it is good now, and press tab again, press 1 to go to vertex select mode and select this middle vertex and enable this. Press 3 to go to side orthographic view again, and press G and bring it forward. Oops, I turned on the snap tool, not the proportional editing. So press G and bring it forward, and you see that all of them are moving because the size of proportional editing is really big. So let's scroll your mouse button up and down to change the size, and now we can work on that to have a better results like this. And let's turn this off. Press tab again to go to object selection mode and right click shade smooth and bring it a little bit backwards, just like that, just a bit, and I think it is good now. So let's work on this one as well. Select it and press tab to go to edit mode, and press 3, select this face, and X only faces, and press A to select everything, and Ctrl F grid fill. Then we can work on that. Press 1 and select the middle vertex, press 3 again and turn this on, and now we can work on that. We can scroll our middle mouse button up to change the size and bring this forward just like that, and right click, then shade smooth. Let's hide this for a moment. Select this one and press tab to go to edit mode. Also press Alt C to go to X-ray selection mode. Select these faces. Press GG to vise, but first of all let's turn off the proportional editing, and now press GG to vise and let's bring it a little bit near to these ones, and also select these ones. You can hold Alt and select this loop cut and GG to vise again, and I think it is good now. Now press A to select everything, and also we can toggle to X-ray selection mode, and then press Alt E, then extrude faces along normals, and we can extrude them inside a bit, just like that. Then press Alt C again to go to X-ray selection mode. Let's add a loop cut here, just up to there, and press Alt C again to come back to solid view. Select this loop cut, press 3 to go to face selection mode, and hold Alt, then select this loop cut, and again Alt E, then extrude faces along normals, and we can extrude them a little bit more, just like that. It is good now, and we can bring our face here. It was our face that we hid it. Press 3 again to go to side orthographic view, bring it to the right position, and there we go. Press 1 to go to front orthographic view, bring it lower a bit, and it is perfect. And with these ones, all of them parented to this object, we can move it, and all of them are moving with this object as well. And with this one selected, press F2 to change it to robot. So let's create this part. After that we'll create the neck of the robot, and it's really easy. All we need to do is to just bring a cylinder. Where is it? Yeah, it is here. Press 1 and bring it higher a bit, we can scale it on z-axis just like that, and we can scale it in all of the axes. I think it is good. And now we can hold Ctrl A, then scale to apply the scale, and press tab to go to edit mode, select this face, scale it up a bit, and for this one we can scale it down, the lower face, just a bit, just like that. And also we can bring it a little bit higher and press tab to go to object mode, and we can scale it a bit. I think it is good now, or I scale it more. I think we can scale it down just like that and bring it higher up to there. And now it's time to bring our neck. Let's bring a cylinder again, and we can scale them on X and Y axis. You can press S, then Shift Z to scale them on just X and Y axis and not the Z axis, just like that. And let's scale it on Z axis and bring it higher up to there, and it is good, I think. So I'm gonna add 4 halos like this, one here, this one, and this one. It has 3 halos in the reference, but I'm gonna create 4 of them. In that case, I'm gonna add 8 or 9 loop cuts. We can isolate the object with selecting slash on the keyboard, and let's tab in to go to edit mode and press Ctrl R and add 1 loop cut and right click. And then in this panel that you have it here, you can change number of loop cuts, and I'm gonna add 9 loop cuts for this one. Let's select this one, this one, this one, this one, and at the end this one. And now we can scale them just like that. And they are scaling correctly because I've changed this to individual origins before. By default it is on median point, and let's come back one step earlier that you see what's happening when it's on median point. And in that case, if we scale them, all of them are scaling towards the origin of our object, and we don't want this. We want to scale them in their own origin. In that case, you should change it to individual origins, and then it would work for you as well correctly. So press tab again to go to object mode, press slash on the keyboard to come out of the isolate mode, and now you can add a subdivision modifier by holding Ctrl 2 and then right click and shade smooth. But we can select it and scale it on Z a little bit to have a shape like this. Bring it higher a bit, and also select this and bring it higher as well, and select this one and press Alt C to go to X-ray selection mode. Tab again to go to edit mode and select the face selection mode. Select the higher face and also the lower face of the neck part, and then press X, then faces, and delete these faces because we won't need them and we don't use them and we won't see them either. So I think it is good for now, and let's select this one and press tab to go to edit mode. Add 2 loop cuts, one here and the other should be here, and select this face. Let's inset it by I one time and another time inset it up to here, and do the same thing for this part as well. Inset it and inset it twice up to there, and press tab again. So press Ctrl 2 to add a subdivision modifier and shade smooth, but I think they are too thick, especially this part. We can scale it on X and Y axis. Press S and Shift Z to scale it like this, and also we can scale it on Z a little bit as well, just like that. And for this one we can scale it a bit and bring it lower just like that, and I think it is good. And there you go, this video ends here. We've created 3 parts of the robot, and the remaining parts that are left, we'll create them on the next video. So up to the next video, you can create your own versions and work on the remaining parts as well. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet in the channel, just click on that button below and hit the bell in the case of not missing any new uploads in the future. So stay tuned, see you in the next video.